I am about to fly across the country on a skateboarding trip, and this, I do not have confidence that it will survive skateboarding in the streets. So I'm setting up a new skateboard, and I figured I would just talk to you guys about it. There are a few things when transitioning from, like, if you have a local skate park or your driveway, if you're going on a skate trip where you're gonna be out in the streets and like ditches, on stairs, ledges, and all that stuff, you're gonna need to keep a few things in mind that will help just have a good skateboard for that type of terrain. So let's go to the online skate shop that I have over here called theshredquarters.com, and I'm gonna put a new board together, and well, we'll talk over there. Whose hat is this?
Casey.
Want to go throw it onto his head?
Please.
Let's try to do that.
Oh, my name's JP.
That was terrible. It was so bad. Okay, so of course, you know, I got my time out of this skateboard. Like, I have just fortunately landed bolts a lot. Like, it's still in one piece, but it's not gonna survive the streets. So I'm gonna donate it to you, and you're gonna turn it into a small skateboard and get it to someone to use in a different way. So that's my first thing I'm gonna pick. I really like bright decks, especially if I'm gonna be trying something down a gap. I wanna be able to see it. I wanna see the flash and the white contrast with the black. This has nothing to do with going on a skate trip. Whatever skateboard you like, pick it. If you're a person that likes a smaller board or sometimes a wider, most people have one size they like, and you should just skate that. But if you go back and forth between sizes, I suggest a wider board for the streets will be a little better, just because more skateboard, you know, gaps, it's just gonna have more skateboard to go around. To me, I think they last a little longer. Like, a wider skateboard is just kind of tougher.
It's stronger.
Yeah. That being said, I just like 8-inch decks. I have skated 8.1. Should I? No, I'm not gonna experiment. Okay. I was like, well, maybe I should take that advice. It's been a while. But on this trip, ooh, I like blue. Should I go blue? Let's go blue. I'm just gonna do an 8-inch. This is the Ransom Lifeline deck. I love how it looks. It's my colors. I like it. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna grip it real fast, and then we'll go to the next things that I wanna pick out for my skate trip. All right, grip tape time. Whoa, it took me a second to realize I did it. There we go. Super easy grip tape. A long time ago, I just decided to not waste time and just magically do it, whatever. Let's keep going. We got stuff to pick out. Okay, so we'll leave that there. Now with these, you want big wheels when you're in street, okay? If you like, at your skate park, a 52, I highly suggest you do a 53 if you're going to skate street. It just rolls over cracks, pebbles, everything, okay? Street obstacles and ditches and, you know, stuff like that. It really brings the creativity out. It's a lot of fun. That's where I grew up, because we weren't lucky enough to have skates parks, so we tried to find places out in the wild where we could skate without bugging anybody, and it made me as a skateboarder. So the streets are near and dear to my heart. I do not think these are big, so I'm going to go with a 53. Hopefully I can get one that looks nice with my skateboard. You know what? I haven't skated, let's do this. I haven't skated conicals in a while. This has a lot of like coverage too. These would probably be better in the streets.
I would agree. I only skate conicals.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with these conicals. They're a little wider. They're a different shape than this wheel I'm skating, but these are 53 conical force wheels. These are gonna be great. And then I also need new bearings. And when you are out in the dusty, I'm going to Las Vegas, so like I'm gonna be out in the elements when it comes to bearings. Gonna get gross, and these are already need to be replaced. They're not that great. So listen to that. New bearings, new wheels are perfect for a skate trip. I highly suggest it, unless you already have new stuff. But if you have a reason to replace your wheels and bearings, let a skate trip be one of them. What do you suggest?
These are the best bearings.
I'm gonna try them.
They're $80.
I'm gonna pay for it. This is my skate shop, but I'll pay for it. So that's the really important thing, is the bigger wheel size. And if you are on the line between your board size, go bigger than smaller. But I always like having new hardware too. So, you know, trucks, I suggest do not get new trucks for a skate trip. You're gonna wanna be comfortable. So if you change your trucks, most of the time it comes with like a learning curve and like a few bad sessions. And when you're on a skate trip, a few bad sessions is probably most of the trip. You don't wanna mess with that. So keep your trucks comfortable. Go with what you already have. We're gonna go white. It'll match this. I like the sticker job on that. That's pretty cool. All right. Everything we need, let's go put it together and skate it. All right, it's time to put the skateboard together. And I'll talk, since this is a street skateboarding mission video, I will talk about how the world has changed since I was younger. Like, when I started skating, one, it wasn't cool. Tony Hawk Pro Skater wasn't out yet. So the world didn't like us and they didn't want to give us a skate park, but they also got really upset when we skated anywhere. Like, we would just go to like abandoned buildings that we tried to find that we weren't hurting anybody, or a place with stairs, of course, because finding a perfect 3-stair, 4-stair was like the greatest thing ever. It was rough here in the Midwest. Like, people did not like you. And I loved skateboarding and I was gonna skate, so I endured it. But as soon as Tony Hawk Pro Skater came out, the world started to like us a little bit more, at least. And we noticed it immediately. People went from like yelling at us to like asking us to do tricks. And slowly, over time, we started getting skate parks pop up. Out in California, it probably wasn't as big of an issue. And also, out in California, they don't care if you skate the streets that often, or as much. Like, it's like so accepted there. It's like part of the culture. It's really awesome. And California has great skate spots. Oh my gosh. But we would try to find anywhere and everywhere that had a new skate spot that we could film on and get tricks. It's one of those things that when you skate at a smooth spot, and everyone here in the Shred Quarters families will tell you, this place ruins you because you get so used to nice ramp, perfect ledge, coping, things that grind, and you go out into the real world and you're like, wait, when I ollie, I'm like ollieing half as tall as I usually do. And it's because it's rough ground, you know? It's like, it's just hard. It makes you a better skateboarder. So for all the times that you are taking trips to the skate park, try to find like a local park that has like a parking lot and skate flat ground there too, so you keep your edge on you. Oh, jeez. These are nice. I think they're nice. He's saying nice things about them. Oh, they're gorgeous. Bronson. Okay. I see you, Bronson. Speaking of like the roughness of the streets, when you go out to Southern California, a lot of the street spots are just as smooth as the skate parks. It's like really nice out there, my gosh. Las Vegas, which is where I'm going, I love so much. It's my favorite city to skateboard in. I mean, it's Las Vegas, so one, they don't care if you're skateboarding there. And two, the landscape, like it's beautiful. Like, some of the ditches out in the desert have such great transition, and you're skating in a ditch, so no one cares if you're there. It's just great. And everything's kind of close by. So like when you get done skating a spot and you want to go somewhere else, and it's just like, oh, it's 15 minutes away because Las Vegas is not that big of a city. It's just my favorite skate city. So you guys are definitely going to see a video from this trip. Do not worry, probably two, because we film a lot out there. Here's a good street skateboarding story. Which is funny. This video, I keep talking about street, and I'm like, but let's skate my skate park. Like, I don't have time to go anywhere else, so that's just how it's gonna be. But the first time I was in Los Angeles, not even Los Angeles, Southern California, with my skateboard and a friend, okay? We wanted to get to downtown LA so bad. And my mom, I just don't think she understood what downtown LA was, okay? And she was like, oh, sure, yeah, we'll get you bus tickets. I was 15 and my friend was 16. We just rode a bus into downtown LA. And when getting onto the bus, we were, of course, offered batteries. This guy was trying to sell us batteries. And it's like, okay, what? Who's buying batteries from you? No, we don't need batteries, thank you. Please get away from us. Boop. So we get on this bus and we drive, like, you know, by the time you're done picking people up and whatnot on this like Greyhound type bus, it took probably like 2 hours from Riverside, California to LA. And we get there and it is downtown LA. And I remember looking over at my friend and I was like, look tough. And I didn't say it cheesy, I was dead serious. And he just went like this, he was like, I know. And we looked tough, but we just skated, like, no one messed with us. But man, it was not, like, the bus depot in downtown LA was like not a friendly vibe after you got out of that. And we skated and saw a lot of famous skate spots. Downtown LA, like, is not the place to skate if you are trying to not get kicked out. We got kicked out a bunch. Everyone was very nice and we were like respectful. We were like, oh yeah, sure, we'll leave. But we didn't, we just saw, it was like sightseeing. Like, it was really cool seeing all the skate spots, but we didn't get to skate. I might have tried the LA Library Gap, like, and then got the boot, which now I see so many people skate. I think they just gave up. There's like, feel free to skate. It's like beautiful gap, and it's not hurting. That place still looks beautiful from people skating it. This is going to be a great board. I'm thinking. Ooh. Fortunately, my skateboarding journey has taken me to cities all across this country. I was actually I wasn't skating, but I was in New York, and it's just one of those things where I'm like, I've been to New York, I've been to LA, I've been to Las Vegas, I've been to San Francisco, Texas, I've been to Florida, I've been to Atlanta, like all these places, and like, I don't know, man, just skateboard has taken me on such an adventure, and I've seen so much. I am so lucky and thankful to be a skateboarder. It's one of those things, it's like no other thing is gonna teach you the lessons that skateboarding do, but also just like force you to be creative and stretch your brain, and it's a magical thing, guys. And I'm about to do some of that skateboarding thing right here, right now, because this board is almost put together. My skateboard is complete. It's a good looking board.
Yeah, it is.
I'm excited to skate this. Every time I put a new skateboard together, I'm like, it looks like a tech deck. But let's see if I can land it. This actually might be shocking because I haven't skated 53 years.
And you got new shoes on it,
New
looks like.
shoes, new board.
All right, it's gonna be a good trip.
Yeah, dude, it feels like a tank, those wide wheels, but
Yeah.
I'm ready to take the streets on now. That was weird. I didn't do a switch trick. I should do a switch trick.
Do what?
Although I don't like switch, but I should do a switch trick. What should I do?
Switch, shove it.
No.
There you go. Oh, buddy.
Let's get a ramp. All right, not to over 3-flip you guys, but I'm practicing it for this trip, so 3-flip is gonna be my last trick. The board feels good. It wasn't a crazy session. I didn't like push my boundaries, but I had fun and it felt nice. I hope you enjoyed that. Guys, really, if you actually watch this to get any knowledge from prepping for a skate trip, you know, of course, just go have fun and skate. But if you do take this seriously, I do suggest you get at least 2 solid sessions of skating on your board before you go. So don't do anything too crazy. Keep your body loosened up and make sure you're comfortable with your board, because you don't want to like put a board together, get there, and then realize something's terribly off and you don't feel good on it. But this board feels good. I'm gonna skate again tomorrow, and then I'm gonna take a rest day as I travel to Las Vegas, but I'll definitely get some content out there. I love that city for skateboarding. It's so fun. And I'm gonna have videos all the time in the meantime. So hit the subscribe button if you want to see more, and if you want a skateboard of your own, we have an online skate shop where I put this board together, the shredquarters.com. We have you for anything you need a skateboard, but if you have a local physical shop in your area, make sure you support them, and they can always carry our gear, but if you don't have a shop or they refuse to carry us, we're here for you, and that is it. I will see you on what is today, Sunday? I will see you tomorrow with a very silly short video at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I don't know why I look like I'm proud that I remembered that, because I definitely knew that. Or did I? This feels terrible. It's starting to burn a little bit. Wow, it did. I didn't do much, and it doesn't feel good.